What's going on, guys? Back with another Wizards video. Now, feeling better after my rant I did yesterday. I think you guys should definitely check that out. Of course, after you watch this video. You know, I got into Taylor Jones and Scott Brooks a little bit. Not a little bit, I did a lot. But, now that all that's over, I want to get down to reacting to John Wall and Bradley Beal's first game against each other. Now I got love for both of the guys. I got my Wall jersey right here. I got my Bradley Beal jersey right here. I have no dog in this fight. I want them both to play well against each other. I do. So without further ado, let's get into this video. You have the beautiful handshake between the former teammates. Nice wraparound three. Bill getting in his bag a little bit. That's tough. Sizing them up for the midi. That's John Wall game right there to a T. Sizing them up again for the midi. That's John's game. Wizards fans, I mean, how weird did it feel watching this game? Like, how... To me, it just felt so weird, man. It ain't feel right. Like, I don't know. It was something about it that was just off. But I will always say I'm glad John did get out of Washington because the organization is a joke. The organization is poverty. And I'm glad he got out of the situation. Now, the Rockets ain't, you know, some top team or whatnot. But it's just a different situation for him. And he don't got to deal with the crap that's currently going down in Washington. You know, I'm just glad he don't got to deal with it. He don't got to take no heat from the fans or nothing like that. He out of here. So I'm happy for that. Sizing up Aesop. And one! Easy midi, wide open. That's automatic for Brad. It's a good rebound by Gil. Basically a free throw shot. Good defense. Good defense right there on Bill. Easy midi. Oh, hey! Vintage. That's what we call vintage John Wall right there. That's vintage. The behind the back layup. I mean, come on, y'all. That's vintage. That's what all the Wizards fans was waiting to see. I mean, for John to pull that out, it was inevitable. The vintage John Wall. We got to see that again. We got to see that again. Down court. Behind the back. With the finish. Classic, man. It's a classic. Brad step back on PJ. Cash. Off the pick and roll on DeMarcus. Way to get underneath him. I mean, it just looks... Brad looks like how Brad looks. Now, we know he has the fourth quarter issues and whatnot, but Brad is still a top player. And John, he looks good as well. He looks, you know, yeah, of course he's not obviously going to be the top of how he was, you know, at his physical peak, obviously. But he looked good too. And that makes me happy to see Bill exceeding and to see Wall looking decent, you know, coming off his Achilles tear and not playing in 2 years. These are both things that make me happy, and I'm glad to see it. As the people say, you love to see it. Nice attack. Believe they reversed this call. They challenged it and they reversed that. Backing down. Little. Hey. I mean, at this point in the game, this is when when John, I believe John and Russ got into it, they had their little altercation. I mean, it got a little entertaining at the end. Nice slay. I mean, guys, it was a fun, I would say, it got entertaining towards the end. I would say it's still a weird feeling to see. I think I think that it was a trade, just to talk about the trade again. I think that it was a trade that was, I don't know. I just, everything leading up to the trade was just so random because it just all formed so quickly. It was just all so random. It formed quickly and it just happened. Almost like out of thin air. The whole little gang sign video dropped, which wasn't that bad. Like, what NBA player, it's like, you know, DeRozan affiliated with some dudes. Russell Westbrook is affiliated with some Crips. John Wall is affiliated with some Blood. I mean, like, these are unknown things. Like, John is the first person to throw up a set. First NBA player to throw up a set. I don't get it. I feel like the reasoning was BS. Like I said, this don't got nothing to do with Russ. I'm not talking about Russ. I'm just talking about the factors of what went down for the trade. I think it was BS. I mean, but all in all, like I previously said in the video, I'm glad John got away from the mess because what I didn't want to happen was the Wizards struggle like they're struggling now. They're 3-10, and all the blame go on John, like it used to be. Because every time the Wizards used to struggle, it was John Wall getting a lot of blame. Bill didn't get as much blame as John did. Wall got a lot of the heat. A lot of the heat. And trust me, if the Wizards was 3-10 and John Wall was still in the Wizards, he'd be taking a lot of heat again. It was like, oh, John's hurt. John's not this. John's blah, blah, blah. And I'm glad he don't got to deal with that here. Now, like I said, Houston isn't a top team. They're below 500 as well, but it's different. You know, he gets to play with his buddy in DeMarcus. He got another coach, a decent coach in Silas. You know, they kind of like rebuilding over there. He got Victor Oladipo next to him. Some other pieces around him. You know, cooling. You know, so it's different than Bradley Beal, who got all this pressure on him. And you know, they supposed to succeed and he want to win and all this. And he look at the end of the bench at the end of every game almost crying. I mean, I would have hated for John Wall to come back after 2 years to hop right back in this same mess of a situation. Because, and this is getting back into my Wizards organization issue, I mean, it's just, from an organizational standpoint, it's horrible. They had 2 years of John Wall being out or whatever to try to build something so when he came back, they can help him and Brad try to do something here. They said, okay, John, you threw up some gang signs or whatever. We want to get rid of you. They traded him, brought Russell Westbrook in, and they didn't change anything as far as giving them the talent around them that they need. They played Russ when he wasn't healthy. I mean, this whole trade was just a setup for failure from the beginning. It was a setup for failure from the beginning. And the Wizards did nothing to even help make the trade work. Like, you traded Wall, I don't know, partially because maybe you felt like Russ was more durable, etc. Russ comes in, he's a little banged up in training camp. And then you still play him anyway. So now you trained a banged up guy for a banged up guy that you won't even allow to get healthy outside of just sitting him on back-to-backs. You sat him out for like a little bit, and that was majority through postponed games. And then you bring him back. He still look hurt. Everybody know he look hurt. I don't even Russ. Watching Russ just highlights from last season, it looks like a completely different player. Russell Westbrook fans know he's not hurt. That he's hurt. He's not healthy. But he continues to play anyway. So, the more and more the season goes on, the more and more this trade looks like a bust. And it's sad because I don't even think the Wizards gave it a chance to even succeed. As far as personnel fit, coaching fit, that was trash. And then you add on top of that the health factor, not letting your guy get healthy. You just make it even harder. The Wizards were a big reason as to why this trade failed. And even if John Wall stayed, I don't think the season would be that much different because you still got all the other crap going on. The Wizards being bad is not a Russell Westbrook thing. That's the facts. John Wall can still be here. And I mean, the Wizards will probably still be below 500. Not because, oh, Russ is better or John is better or whatnot. It's because you still got a lame duck head coach with a lame duck offensive system. And you still got a front office who cannot build a good enough team around star players. And that's just the facts. But that's all I got for you guys. I wanted to react to the video. I got a little ranty at the end. I'm sorry. Wizards just get me in that mood. It get me a little angry. But that's all I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed the content, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And that's all I got for you guys. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace.